There are a lot of moments in Breaking Bad that confuse you at first, and then make sense when you rewatch the show. But this scene is different. This is the one that many people still don't understand, even after finishing the entire series. Vince Gilligan writes the show in a way where even the smallest detail can change how you see everything, and the moment where Gus walks toward his car and suddenly turns back is the perfect example of that. He leaves the hospital, walks across the parking lot, and heads toward his car like nothing is wrong. Everything looks normal. His guards are nearby, the area is quiet, and there's no obvious threat. But right before he reaches the car door, he stops. He doesn't see anything. He doesn't hear anything. He just freezes. Then he slowly turns around and walks away. And with that simple move, Walter's entire plan falls apart. The bomb, the timing, the setup, all of it becomes useless. A lot of viewers reacted the same way Walter did. Complete confusion. Because Gus's behavior seems unnatural. Yes, there were strange signs earlier in the hospital, but the real mystery is why he got all the way to the parking lot, approached his car, and then decided not to enter it. That's what makes the scene so intriguing. So how did Gus sense the danger? And how did he detect the bomb? To answer that, we need to rewind the story all the way to the beginning. Walter had been thinking about taking out Gus for a while, but in Season 4, Episode 11, everything finally snaps. Gus fires him because, at this point, Walter has messed up the whole Hank situation.
He is a problem you promised to resolve. You have failed. Now is left to me.
Gus also realized Walter kept trying to pull Jesse to his side, and that alone threatened the stability of the entire operation.
Stay away from Pinkman. Do not go near him. Ever.
In Gus's eyes, Walter became unpredictable. So Gus cuts him off. He fires him.
You are done. Fired. Do not show your face at the laundry again.
The thing is, Gus also wants to kill Walter more than anything, and Walter knows it. But Gus can't do it yet. The only thing keeping Walter alive is the fact that Jesse is still loyal to him.
You can't kill me. Because Jesse wouldn't cook for you if you did.
But Gus isn't giving up. He basically tells Walter that it's only a matter of time.
For now.
So now Walter has to speed up his plan to kill Gus immediately. Because if he doesn't move first, he knows he's the one who's going to die. But first, Walter needs to know where Gus is. And this is the hardest part because Gus becomes extremely unpredictable during dangerous periods. So Walter designs a plan to drag Gus out of hiding. His first step is to poison Brock. Because if Brock gets sick, Jesse will stay with him at the hospital. This stalls the entire meth production operation. Walter knows Jesse would never leave a child he cares about in such a critical state. And if production stops, Gus will be forced to intervene. Millions of dollars are on the line. Gus would absolutely come to the hospital to convince Jesse to return to work, and once Gus shows up, Walter can track him. Walter also deliberately chooses a poison that mimics the symptoms of the ricin poisoning Jesse already understands. This ensures only one thing: Jesse would initially suspect Walter.
You tell me what it is you think I did.
Brock, why did you poison him?
And that is exactly what Walter wants. When Jesse confronts him, Walter flips the accusation and claims that Gus is the one who poisoned Brock.
Gus! He has been 10 steps ahead of me at every turn. And now, the one thing that he needed to finally get rid of me is your consent. And boy, he's got that now. He's got it. And not only does he have that, but he manipulated you into pulling the trigger for him.
Well, you and I knew about the rice.
No! You don't even believe that! Gus's cameras everywhere, please. Listen to yourself. No, he has known everything all along. Where were you today? In the lab? And you don't think it's possible that Tyrus lifted the cigarette out of your locker? Come on!
Normally, Jesse wouldn't believe such a thing so easily, but Jesse already sees Gus as the man who ordered the killing of Thomas, or at the very least allowed children to be used by his dealers. Walter uses this emotional wound brilliantly, manipulating Jesse's pre-existing belief about Gus's moral boundaries. Jesse falls for it, exactly as Walter predicted. Gus comes to the hospital to talk Jesse into returning. At first, he's firm. He puts pressure on Jesse, insisting they leave.
I understand your preoccupation, but Jesse, I am running a business. I need you back at the lab to complete the cook.
But when Jesse says the boy has been poisoned, something changes.
He's not sick. He was poisoned.
Gus's face remains neutral, but internally, he knows something important. He didn't poison Brock. So who did? This is where Gus's intelligence shines. He is incredibly skilled at reading people and evaluating situations. He studies Jesse's tone, posture, fear, suspicion, and he quickly realizes that Jesse thinks Gus is behind the poisoning. Gus begins connecting the dots. 2 days earlier, he held Walter at gunpoint in the desert. He threatened to wipe out Walter's entire family. And now, suddenly, a child close to Jesse gets poisoned, and it becomes very likely that someone is orchestrating a bigger plan. Someone like Walter. Someone is pushing Jesse into a specific emotional direction. Someone wants Gus to be blamed. This is classic bait. And Gus recognizes bait when he sees it. So he backs off. He tells Jesse to stay.
Stay with the boy.
And he leaves the hospital. He acts calm, but internally, he is processing a new possibility, that Walter is trying to set a trap. When Gus walks toward his car, he is not suspicious of the vehicle itself yet, but he is in analysis mode. And then he notices something. His car has been left unattended for a long period. No guard watching it, no eyes. This, for a man like Gus, is a massive red flag. Gus has a deep obsession with security. He needs everything to be perfect and predictable. This kind of extreme need for order is often linked to obsessive-compulsive tendencies, where a person feels uncomfortable if something is even slightly out of place. With Gus, you can see this in everything he does. The way he speaks calmly, the way he keeps his businesses spotless, the way he plans every move with almost mathematical precision. Even after the explosion at the nursing home, with half of his face blown off, his last instinct is to calmly straighten his tie. So of course, for someone like Gus, it's not hard to sense that something is wrong in a moment like this. And what most people don't realize is that Gus doesn't know there's a bomb. What he reacts to is pure instinct. For example, if you're walking alone in a forest and you suddenly hear a strange, creepy sound behind you, you don't need to know exactly what it is. You don't need to see a wolf or a bear to understand you're in danger. Gus works the same way. Gus is from Chile, and he lived through a time when the country was under a brutal military dictatorship. Back then, car bombs were a common tool for eliminating political targets. People were blown up just for being on the wrong side. One Chilean general was famously killed in exactly this way. If you grow up in an environment like that, your survival instincts become sharp. You learn to look for small signs, something slightly off in the air. Even if you don't know why something feels wrong, your body will warn you. So, in that parking lot, Gus is just trusting his instincts. Later, when he goes to the nursing home to kill Hector, he tells his bodyguard to wait in the car.
Wait here.
And that small order comes directly from what happened in the parking lot. He realized how dangerous it was to leave his vehicle unprotected, and he isn't willing to make the same mistake again. If you want more breakdowns like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more.